So here we are describing the anterior leg. When you take a look at the anterior leg, there's really 4 muscles, but we're actually just taking a look at 3 in our class. Let's get orientated here. Up here is the knee, and then down here is the ankle. And so when we talk about the anterior compartment of the leg, as I said, there's only 3 muscles. Starting from the tibia, we always just kind of cross. This is the first one. This is what we call the tibialis anterior. How convenient. Right next to the tibia is going to be tibialis anterior. So this is the tibialis anterior muscle right here. The next 2, you got to look at the tendons coming from the foot. So if you're looking at the foot here, follow the tendon from the big toe, and remember that's called hallux. And so this is what we call the extensor hallucis longus. Now if you notice, it kind of just slips up underneath here. And it rightly does, because in order to find the muscle, you'll actually have to pull this off, and then if you turn this around, voila, there it is. It's a little kind of slip of muscle. That's the extensor hallucis longus again, because we're going to be extending the toes. Don't confuse flexion for extension. If you take a look at the toenails here, it's just like my hand. If I'm going to extend my finger, I'm going to extend it like this, following up my fingernail going upwards. If I want to flex my fingers, I do it this direction. Just like the toes, if you're going to bring the toes, just like if it was my hand, you're going to extend your fingers, you extend your toes, so you pull them up this way. So these are extensors. Just think of your hand or like your feet, similarly with the toenails. So this is the extensor hallucis longus. And then the last muscle that we're describing is going to be the extensor digitorum longus, because it comes to multiple digits. As you can see, all 4 of these tendons come up. There is a 4th special bonus muscle that, if you actually take a closer look here, something what we call the fibularis tertius. Notice how if you count the number of toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's a 6th tendon right over here. This muscle really comes off and originates off of the extensor digitorum longus. It's called the peroneus or fibularis tertius. As you can see, it just comes to the base of the metatarsals rather than anything else. So that's the anterior compartment. Let's review. So if you just come right next to the tibia, the first one is tibialis anterior. Next, following up the tendon from the big toe, that's extensor hallucis longus. And then the next 4 are called the extensor digitorum longus.